Hi, it's Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're on to our next viewer request. I've got something, should be on the inside, working on the outside by Bishop G.E. Patterson. So I've gone over the song. It is in the Pentecostal Church of God in Christ mode. Fortunately, I am a 25-year retired Church of God in Christ musician, so a lot of these chords in the New York City area I used. All right, so just this is organ. We're going to start with a clean slate, and we're going to put you first in a lesson mode, which means we're going to pull these two drawbars out right here, the center one a bit, and right here. This way, your chords will be centered around the same landscape of a regular piano. The key is in the key of C, excuse me, in the key of G, which means you're going to practice our scales. Yes, we do practice scales on the organ too, because we want to get you to the point where you can actually manipulate the notes for this kind of a Pentecostal style. So what you're looking at, or if you do the number system, which I talk to, I do not teach, but I will talk to it for those who are uh, entrenched in what the number system offers you. You're going to have the 1, the 2, the 5. Now we don't have our bass pedal in there yet, because our bass pedal for me is where the number system makes sense, because it gives the bass notes the scale tone numbers. Back into the 5. Now here's the change. You're going to go with the 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. And what you're looking for is that while the singing is going on, you are giving a platform underneath. Now I'm going to air some of the songs so that you can hear where we're going to be building this from. Again, I cannot air all of it because it will cause me to get a YouTube copyright notification. So let me pull this up. If I get my mouse to, there it is. And I think we got it right about here. Working on the outside. Oh, what a change. So we're going to stop it right there. So you see the tempo speed. It is up tempo. The bass player is just having its time walking the bass all over the place. Now we do have a drum pattern on the keyboard, which is not that fast, but it's in a lesson mode. So we got the something on the inside, working on the outside. I think it's brought about a change in my life. That's where we stopped. Something on the inside. Now I'm giving you block chords because in the music they are doing jazz moves. Brought about a change in my life. The walk up and the turn on the 5. You could put this up here. So let's get our drum pattern in there. Practice mode. And we'll add in our bass pedal. Something on the inside, working on the outside, brought about a change in my life. On the inside, walking on the inside, brought about a change. So as you can see, it is up tempo. I'm not even as fast as the video. So what you're going to have to be an accomplished organist in that you know where your chords going to land. You don't hold them for longer than one beat because you're going to be moving them. Now you can see my hands are familiar with bouncing on an organ. Again, we're in the practice settings as you see right there, just so that you can be centered around middle C, because your chords are going to be coming from middle C and out. This is the melody. That's where your melody is. So your chord's going to be built around that. So now that you're in the 5, which means you can now borrow from the chords in the 5. 3, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, sharp 4, 5. And again, we're working from this range with the draw pause setting that we have pulled out. So what we need to be able to establish is that you've got a good left hand, unless you're going to be doing bass with your left hand. When you're doing the pause sound, this is with the bass notes. Just the pa. My pedal's a little sticky. Let me see if I can get this right. On the inside, working on the outside. Brought about a change in my life. Now, if you got a good pedals, so on the inside, working on the outside, or brought about a change in my life. And as you can see, foot pedal work is like a left hand. So if you got a good scale hand, get that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A good scale practice on your left hand, you can mimic the sound of a bass. So now let's change our settings so that we can shift now to this area of the keyboard. This way you're getting much fuller tone down here. And that's chromatic, but do it in chords. And your hands have to be cupped. By cupping, I mean you're not just playing lazy like this, but you're playing up so that you can move them around like a spider would. Let's bring in our drums again. Something on the inside, on the out. This is bouncing. For pedals. Get tired. So what you're going to have to do as a musician who wants to be able to play this style, you have to think in the terms of a jazz musician, which means you are already pre-programmed in your mind what chords you want to use, or pre-programmed patterns. You see, I have patterns which I can modify. Bounce. Whole chord. trying to think of a pattern I would use in the five. Again, you have to have the bounce. A walking bass. So all this is, again, getting in your head what you want to do. Which means at some point in time you're going to have to practice chromatic scales, chromatic chords, not just one key, but in every key, and then holding a chord and being able to go up chromatically. All this practicing is so that when a song like this comes your way, you can be able to feel comfortable once you are performing it in the service. So again, I've shown quite a bit of techniques, quite a bit of chords. Again, the rest is all movement. This is the jazz. I'll slow it down. And you can only get that by having a beat to practice with. And 1, 2, 3, and. And it's not just that one, but you're going to add to it. Let me see. So this is all the jazz minor scale. There it is. Like preacher chords on steroids. Okay, that's the entire song. I'm going to see if I can cue up the song and play a little bit with it so that you can see the tempo of the song and how quickly you have to move off of it to be able to play it. Let's go in the back. I have something on the inside, working on the outside. Oh, what a change in my life. I have something on the inside, working on the outside. All right, so I didn't give you that part. Brought about a change in my life, and that's going from the 1 with a flat 7. In my life, Then a sharp 4. Oh, what a change. Let's see which one I give you. The 2, 6, 3, 3, 6. In, 2, my 5, live. Okay, so I was concentrating so much on getting you prepared for the speed of the song and giving you some more some chords to assist you in building what you currently have. I often say I don't want to change who you are, but I want to build up on what you currently have, and then to give you more options. So something on the inside, working on the outside, brought about a change in my life. You see this chord right there? About a change in my life. One more time, this part. To the top. In my life. And that should give you quite a bit of chords to work with to get comfortable doing this song. Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services. I call myself the church musician's friend, looking to encourage, to enlighten, and instruct church musicians. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, hit that like button and leave a comment so that YouTube will push us up in the algorithm. They may come after me because I add so much of the song, but I know how to deal with that should that come up. All right, and in case you forget, here's a little reminder for you.